Caitlin Clark's $214,666 running mate drops two-word reaction as she roots for new teammate Aliyah Boston. Caitlin Clark will have new teammates next season, including veteran forward Natasha Howard, who signed a one-year, $214.66 deal with the Indiana Fever. Howard recently shared her reaction to new frontcourt mate Aliyah Boston, who participated in Unrivalled's one-on-one tournament on Monday. In a post on her Instagram stories, Howard shared a clip of Boston making a tough left-handed layup against Aliyah Copper. The former number 1 pick put on a good performance, but came up short against one of the best scorers in women's basketball. Howard was pumped with Boston's layup despite the loss. She wrote, "Let's go at Aliyah. Boston." Caitlin Clark led the Indiana Fever back to the WNBA playoffs after a 7-year absence. However, Clark and the Fever were swept in the first round by the Connecticut Sun. In response, they revamped the front office and fired coach Christy Sides. The Fever appointed Kelly Krauskopf as team president and Amber Cox as the general manager. The duo then poached coach Stephanie White from the Sun and hired her to take charge of the team. It was a homecoming for White, who is from Indiana, and a former player and coach of the Fever. As for the team's roster, the Fever brought back Kelsey Mitchell and acquired Sophie Cunningham and Jaylen Brown via trade. They also signed free agents Natasha Howard and Dawanna Borner, a couple of veterans who will help Indiana become a better team. It's also a homecoming for Howard, who was a first-round pick by the Fever in 2014. She spent 2 seasons in Indiana before getting traded to the Minnesota Lynx, wherein she won her first WNBA championship in 2016. She was traded the following season to the Seattle Storm, winning more 2 titles in 2018 and 2020. Caitlin Clark's $214,666 running mate drops two-word reaction as she roots for new teammate Aliyah Boston. As the Indiana Fever continue to build around rookie sensation Caitlin Clark, one of her key teammates, earning $214,666, has made it clear where she stands when it comes to supporting Aliyah Boston. In a brief but impactful statement, Clark's running mate dropped a two-word reaction that quickly gained attention, signaling unity and excitement within the team. Boston, the 2023 WNBA Rookie of the Year, has been a cornerstone for the Fever, and with Clark now in the mix, the duo is expected to create one of the most dynamic young tandems in the league. The Fever's front office has made it clear that Boston is a centerpiece of their future, and her new teammates' enthusiastic support only strengthens the chemistry within the squad. A show of support for Aliyah Boston. Clark's running mate, who plays a crucial role in the Fever's lineup, didn't hesitate to express her backing for Boston, offering a simple but meaningful two-word message, "Let's work." The phrase, while short, reflects the Fever's mindset as they prepare for a season filled with high expectations. With Clark's elite playmaking and Boston's dominant presence in the paint, the Fever are expected to be a force to be reckoned with in the coming seasons. The support from teammates further highlights the growing chemistry within the young core and sets the tone for the team's ambitions moving forward. Clark, Boston, and the future of the Fever. With Caitlin Clark stepping into the league as one of the most hyped prospects in WNBA history, all eyes will be on how she gels with Boston and the rest of the Fever roster. The team's front office has worked hard to ensure Clark has the right supporting cast, and with Boston leading the charge in the frontcourt, the Fever's potential is sky-high. The two-word reaction may have been simple, but it speaks volumes about the Fever's focus, unity, hard work, and a commitment to winning. With Clark, Boston, and a rapidly improving roster, Indiana is gearing up for a new era, one that could bring them back into playoff contention and beyond. As the Indiana Fever prepare for a new era with Caitlin Clark at the helm, one of Clark's key teammates earning $214,666 this season has made it clear she's all in on supporting Aliyah Boston. With the Fever looking to build a strong foundation around Clark and Boston, the team is coming together, and the latest display of unity was summed up in a two-word reaction, "Let's work." This statement, while short, carries a powerful message about the team's mindset. It's not just about individual talent but about putting in the effort to transform the Fever into a legitimate contender. Caitlin Clark and Aliyah Boston, a duo to watch. Clark's entry into the WNBA was one of the most anticipated in recent memory, but she's not arriving alone. She joins forces with Aliyah Boston, the 2023 WNBA Rookie of the Year, who has already established herself as a dominant force in the paint. The Fever, who have struggled in recent years, are now banking on this young core to lead them back to relevance. Boston's ability to control the post, rebound, and defend will be crucial in complementing Clark's elite shooting and playmaking.